Sounds great. Feels great.
Mm-hmm.
Is great.
Mm-hmm.
See that? If A plus B equals C, then by the transitive authority,
You
property.
can see yourself out of here. This conversation. Right?
These are my dagger eyes. Because I was doing a thing.
Sorry.
No, can I start over?
I mean, sure.
Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. The A and B conversation that you can see your way out of.
Yes.
I love that. Welcome to the one and only podcast where we open the show by saying this is an A and B conversation. See your way out. Like, but hey, audience.
Welcome.
My sister and I are just going to talk with microphones in front of our faces, but don't listen. Don't listen because it's creepy and it's eavesdropping. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Birdwell and I'm one half of the AB conversation.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half. Welcome to episode 42.
Can we just touch on the fact?
What?
An A and B conversation?
Did you not think of that initially?
Ashley and Brent. Oh no, were you?
Totally.
God, your levels. You're
Right?
thinking layers ahead. You know one thing that I always thought of?
What?
They're your face. When I say, do you want to know one thing I always thought of?
I'm smiling.
Tell your face, because if that's a smile. But no.
I can't
Growing
see.
up, I always loved that our family is very alphabetical in this way. Ashley, Brandon, Cindy, Dad.
Crindy.
Dad.
Yes.
And it's just by default, we got to slot them in there because we can't ABCH.
No.
ABCD.
Doesn't work.
Yeah. Alphabet soup.
So, welcome to episode 52, guys. There are 52.13 weeks in a year. So you'd think that we would be celebrating our 1 year Annie of the pod.
That would be premature and foolish of us.
We're not, because we got a little overzealous at the beginning. And we did a couple episodes in a week. So we're not quite to our 1 year, but we're staring it down. We're going to try to do something exciting on that day.
Speaking of being overzealous, you remember that one time when we decided, like 2 episodes in, that we were going to have Brendan and 1,000 people over and record an episode where we actually had
Brendan,
a guest?
our friend.
We might need to release bits and pieces of it just to show you guys what an absolute dumpster fire our attempt at
Not
having
because
a
of
guest.
Brendan. He was great.
I disagree.
Okay.
I think
We wanted to interview someone.
anywhere Brendan goes, the smell of hot garbage
Absolutely
is sure to fall.
not.
He actually smells great.
He smells great. He smells terrific.
He smells like cinnamon.
Well, yeah.
He smells like hot tamales.
And so, yeah, we got a little overzealous. We released a couple episodes once in a week. So we're coming up on our year. We're thinking about doing something exciting, but we're not sure about that. But
We'll tee that up. That's good. Here you go. This is the reason we do this stupid thing anyways, is you going out into the world and saying that we're going to do a thing and then just I'm manifesting this for us.
if I don't say it, it won't happen.
Here's the
is
thing.
what it is.
Guys, because a year ago, my sister decided to pop off at the mouth on the internet.
I was on another podcast and they said, where can people find you?
Yeah. Do you know what I like to do is
On my non-existent
Right.
podcast with my brother.
I like to go into grocery stores and be like, you want to come to my grocery store? Or it's just like,
I don't have one, but I will.
but I'm going to open one because I said it. Like everywhere I go, I just say, I've got one of those.
Yes.
You're just a pathological liar. And now a year later, I have to sit here and talk to you for an hour
Whatever,
a
I
week.
deliver on my promises. We have a podcast, do we not?
I guess it's true.
Anyway, we recorded last week on Memorial Day.
We
We
did.
were about to have our Memorial Day gathering with family, with kith and kin.
So buckle up for the recap of that.
recap of that. But no, I'm not going to get into that. We went over there for food and fun and family, the 3 Fs. Speaking of alphabet soup. And
This is
this,
the most boring alphabet soup ever. It's just a bunch of F's.
well, this made me laugh so hard, okay? I went out into the garage to get some beverages.
That's hilarious.
Okay. And I went
Into the garage for beverages?
Let me finish.
No.
I went around the corner to go out there. And right as I was leaving, I heard Crindy. She was holding court with the family. And these are the words that came out of her mouth.
Go ahead.
You all know, if you've been listening, that Crindy and her gal pals went to Cabo.
Yes.
A few weeks ago. This is what she said. So we were standing outside of Señor Frogs.
Period. ...
I laughed out loud.
How?
And what it was is they were trying to decide whether or not to go in to get some nachos.
How many amazing stories start with the sentence?
That's what I'm saying.
And how many murder podcasts?
So it just made me laugh so hard because it was Crindy and 3 of her best friends in Cabo, and they were hungry for some nachos.
Sure.
I don't believe they ended up going in. It was probably for the best.
Nachos and body shots with the gals. Here we go.
So I went to Señor Frogs my senior year of high school. Okay, my senior trip in high school was with my friend Leah. Hi, Leah. Hey. And her mom and Crindy. We're just 4 gals.
You know, guys, listen.
We didn't go to Cabo.
When we talk about cool guy stuff, when we talk about raging, when we talk about going out there and living each day like it's your last.
Calm down, ladies.
We talk about going to Señor Frogs with mom,
with your mom,
and a friend, and another mom. That's what we talk about. Mom's rage.
Yeah, we do.
What we talk about is going to world famous Señor Frogs with 2 chaperones. You know, guys, I'm not comfortable going to Señor Frogs with just the one chaperon. I need deux. I need dos chaperones. Por favor.
Listen, we were young. Leah and I were
just iced tea. Everybody else, Long Island iced tea. No. We'll just keep it regular iced tea for the gals.
I'm feeling crazy. Give me an Arnold Palmer. No alcohol, please.
And what paratigo, madre? What for you? Oh, you want to split a chimichanga? I don't think I can finish a whole chimney. Mommy, would you like to split this chimichanga with me on my senior trip to Señor Frogs?
Okay.
You dork. You dork.
Okay, listen, I respect it. I wouldn't send my daughter off to, where did we go? Was it Cozumel, Cancun, one of them? And I wouldn't send her out there at the age of 18 with another friend only.
Vamonos, chicos.
Listen, they lengthened the leash. Here's what they did.
Oh, go ahead.
We were at the hotel and there was a lovely couple there. They were on their honeymoon.
Oh, okay. Were their parents with them as well?
No. Let me finish. So I think that our mothers, Carla and Crindy, felt like they might have been stifling us just a bit.
Okay.
Okay. So they asked this lovely couple on their honeymoon if they would, if they were going out, and could we accompany? Okay. We shared a taxi.
It's getting better. It's getting better.
Señor Frogs.
From just this coming of age story. These 2 gals getting ready to take on the world, feeling like their leash has been lengthened because their 2 chaperones, Carla and Crindy, popped them in a cab with a newly married couple who didn't resent you 2 at all. Romantic evening at Señor Frogs with 2 seniors from Stillwater High School.
Can you babysit these 2 high school kids?
Do you want to go to a rockin' cantina with the valedictorian? Party on.
Oh no.
Fresh off giving her senior commencement speech. Fresh off giving her spread your wings and fly. Reach out and grab at the world as your oyster. Hopping into a taxi cab with a newly married couple. Do you 2 want to split a chimichanga? There's no way I can finish a chimichanga. I'll burst out of my graduation robes.
Oh my God.
Oh my my gosh, the idea of it. I just can't imagine what they thought when they got approached by these two moms.
I really can't either.
You two, hey, lovebirds.
And did they pay them?
What's the haps for tonight? Yeah, did they? Oh my gosh.
Drinks are on us, but not too many because we need you to watch our girls.
Just
Listen.
okay. Now listen.
When you put it like that, Brandon, I don't think I can record it.
It's so funny to me, the idea of it, because it's just now have them back by 8. Here's the thing. If Ashley eats after 7:45, she gets a little gassy in her tum-tum, so we're going to send you guys with some Peppy Biz milk. It's the off-brand. We're going to send you guys on your way on your whirlwind date with our 2 daughters. Later on tonight, maybe you guys can come back, hang in the honeymoon suite, and watch Babysitter's Club.
I can't even collect my thoughts.
Neither could the married couple that got asked to take you on their date by mom.
What if a Crindy had asked you to watch someone on your honeymoon?
I'd say, get bent.
Get lost.
Get lost, lady.
Kick rocks.
Pound sand. I'm at Señor Frogs. And no, I'm going to finish this whole chimichanga. This is for me.
Listen, I will say this about our night at Señor Frogs. It was super fun. I met a local boy named Elvis.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And he gave me a lovely beaded necklace to remember him by.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then I got in my cab with my chaperones and went back to the...
You did. Get out of here, moms.
Okay.
don't
Well,
You and your printed sarong. Get out of here.
all of this
Big
started...
sun hat. When I see a sun hat coming on the beach, I know I'm about to get asked to take someone's kids to Señor Frogs with me. If I see a big sun hat coming my way, I know I'm down a half chimichanga. At least.
Okay. Anyway, this all stemmed from Crindy saying, so we were standing outside of Señor Frogs.
Oh my gosh. And we met this lovely married couple.
What you been up to this week or weekend?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know that I've ever laughed so hard on this podcast.
Listen,
It's taken a year.
It's a good thing when you can laugh at yourself.
Oh, boy.
It was a rager, guys.
I met Elvis. I got a necklace.
Just a real fiesta.
So what you been up to? Nothing that fun, I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you that right now. I haven't ruined anyone's honeymoon. Just the self-awareness. You know what these two need in their life right now?
Okay, we've got to move on.
They're literally dusting the rice off their shoulders, and they're taking you guys. Anyways,
Bless them.
So seriously, bless them.
Sponsor us, Señor Frogs.
Bless their corazones. So I this weekend nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. I'm so boring with my answers.
Yeah.
I'm so boring with them.
I'll just commandeer all the airtime with my stuff.
Hey, okay.
It's called preparation.
Listen. I've prepared for the algorithm portion of the thing
Okay.
and the what I'm reading, watching, or listening to portion.
Okay. Well, when it's time for that, I'll call on you. Raise your hand.
All right.
I've been doing so much cleaning and organizing of my house. I'm in a real mode.
Yeah.
And I got a wild hair.
Okay.
And you know what happens when that happens?
You make a knish. What was it? You made a popover? What was it last time?
A Dutch baby.
A Dutch baby.
This time, I rearranged my bedroom. Settle down, Ash.
I don't even recognize you.
All by myself. I moved all the furniture. I just was like, I can't take it anymore. I need fresh energy in here. Moved everything. And it's great. I have been listening to a lot of podcasts while doing this, and I've got some really good ones to share with you guys when we get to that portion. But
and none of them are this.
None of them are
Not
this.
one of them is this hunk of butt that we cast out into the ether once weekly. This hour-long fart that we send out.
Anyway, on Saturday night, I went to my sorority pledge class reunion.
You've had a nostalgic few days.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Truly, truly, truly soul-filling.
Nice.
Yeah. So I had a reunion with my sorority sisters. Guys, I was a Beta Zeta Theta at Oklahoma State University, class of 1998. What happened this weekend was that all the pledge classes from the 90s, the 90s, assembled, gathered.
Like the squawkiest Avengers ever.
That's
just
true.
But just a big
Gaggle.
episode of The View.
Gaggle.
A gaggle of womans.
Mm-hmm. And so they're going, it's kind of stemming from a sad thing. This you understand. They're going to tear down the existing house, which is nearly 100 years old.
And all of your memories right along with it.
Right. Just demolish them
Seriously.
into smithereens. It's true.
Yeah.
However, it needs to happen, I think.
You need to have your memories wiped?
Right.
Me too.
Right.
Someone eternal sunshine of the spotless mind.
Me.
This past year away from me.
No. But the house needs a little TLC. It's time. They've outgrown it. It's not as functional as one. So they invited people in, and people could stay in the house overnight.
Yeah.
And then they had other gatherings. So my friend Ashley, hi Ashley, hosted an event at her home, which was so kind of her, for all the pledge classes from the 90s.
Listen.
It's a lot of people.
Hate
What?
having that many people around me,
Okay.
but for sure in my space.
Okay.
Get out.
Well, I'm just here telling you what a
No,
great
I'm
day
telling
it
you,
was.
she's a saint.
Yeah, she is. She always has been.
Yeah.
So it was so fun. The farthest back that I met was a 93. Everybody else there seemed to be 96, 97, 98, from what I could tell, right? But I will tell you what, it was like being right back in that house with those girls. No time had passed.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
And I'm sure you guys
So much joy.
I'm sure you guys were raging.
We
I'm
were
sure this
raging.
was on par with your Señor Frogs experience. How many chaperones were at this? Was the 93 the chaperone?
Yes, bless her.
Bring in a 93 to make sure we don't
She's
eat
got
too
it.
much.
Is she on her honeymoon?
Bring her
Even
in.
better.
She's the one going, don't now. You're not supposed to eat raw cookie dough. Ladies, careful. Don't run in the footies. Don't run in the footy pajamas. They're slick. They're slick. Pumpkin, don't.
Hold the scissors with the points down.
Hold the zigzag crafting stitchers with the scissors with the point down while you're in here making your vision boards.
She was on top of things. But imagine my surprise when I'm chatting it up with multiple of these women, and there are some podcast listeners among them. Shocking.
Oh, wow.
Shout out specifically to Jenny,
Yeah.
Kimber,
Yeah.
Stacy, and Amanda. Shout out. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Slightly embarrassed that you do,
I'm
but also thanks.
I'm not embarrassed about anything I've ever done.
And that's the problem.
I'm loud and proud with it. Here we go.
Okay, but
Press record. I got some stuff I got to say. Tune in, ladies. Tune in 96 through 98. You ready?
I've got stuff to say.
I've got stuff to say at you.
But the funny thing about this, some of these girls are some of the funniest people I've ever known. And this,
Do they have their own hilarious podcast?
okay, no, but they should. So I have a group with my friends Jenny and Amanda. Hey guys,
Hey guys.
in college we used to do this thing,
Oh, I actually know what what you're about to say.
and I don't think I've shared it with the listeners.
And two things before you tell this story.
Okay.
One, it is funny.
Okay.
Two, it is
Sad.
if you were to have two things if you were to have a group of activities that someone did, and two of them were your Señor Frogs experience and this thing, I would be able to pair the two with like this one. This is a person who did both of these things.
Oh, okay. And that person is me. Yeah. It me.
It me.
So
I'm the problem.
I'm
it's
the problem.
Me.
And we would get hungry. Like we'd be in the house at night and we'd be like, you know what? I could really go for a snack. What are you guys craving?
A snack? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a snack.
Go ahead.
What are you guys craving? You know what I would love is a cake. Well, what kind of cake you guys want? A cookie cake? Sure. But you know what you can't do? Just go to a grocery store bakery and get a cookie cake and buy it.
No.
Without them believing that it's for a party. So we invented a friend named Susan.
Uh-huh.
And Susan had multiple birthdays a year, like monthly at least. And we would go to the bakery at the local grocer and ask them to write Happy Birthday, Susan on a cookie cake for us. Mm-hmm. And then we'd bring it back to the sorority house and we'd eat it all.
So guys.
Ourselves.
So here's just
pro tip, you're welcome.
Some bullet points.
Okay.
From what I was just told. In what is certain to be the saddest story in the history of time. I was told.
Since the one you just heard about, Señor Frogs.
And the hits just keep on coming. Guys, my sister just told all of you. My sister who just said she was embarrassed by her podcast, she turned around and just told you that sometimes she would want a snack. Okay?
Yeah.
And that snack was an entire cake.
Yeah.
And
I'd eat it with two of my friends.
And she just admitted to inventing a friend that didn't exist.
Right.
Because she just couldn't make one. She needed to invent a friend so she could eat.
My two friends and I.
Okay, what I'm saying is my sister just told me that she invented a friend so she could eat an entire cake.
Right.
And I'm horrified by it.
Anyway, we now have a text chain going called Susan Squad.
What I love, the lazy Susans.
I like that better.
What I love is that you thought that the Walmart cake people didn't. How many birthdays? You're right,
because sometimes it would be the same person.
How many birthdays is Susan gonna have this month?
No, this is Sue.
You're sad, huh, hon? You're sad.
You guys, you don't have to make me waste this icing. And we would say, no, we want it. We want the icing. That's why we
want the icing, and it has to say Susan. It tastes better that way.
Honestly, I think there's some listeners that are going to take this away as a life hack.
And they're going to sit and they're going to eat a tears flavored birthday cake just like you as you sat over the sink like a rat crying into your birthday cake that was meant for an imaginary friend you created.
I think it's brilliant.
Listen,
honestly,
just because it's sad doesn't make it not brilliant.
Yeah.
I told you at the beginning. Mm-hmm. It's funny.
It is funny.
It's funny.
Life hack. Speaking of food, you cooked anything good lately?
I made some eggs before you got here.
Well, that's every day. I mean, anything special.
I made some ribs over the weekend.
Anything extraordinary. You make ribs all the time.
I know, but don't ask me a question and when I'm answering it.
Okay.
I made a chimichanga, but I could only finish half of it. I made some wings, but I make those all the time.
Yeah. Do you make anything that's not meat? Nope. Nothing protein?
Veg? I make veg with meat.
You made a good veg lately?
No.
Nothing?
No.
It's veg season.
Is that what they say?
Get on out
here. It's birthday cake season. Always.
Happy birthday to you. I made a great recipe this week.
Tell me about it.
It's from Bon Appetit. Okay. That was patronizing.
Yeah.
It's from Bon Appetit magazine.
You expected me to say that it wasn't. It was. It was very deliberate. Tell me about your recipe.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear. Okay, the creamy pasta with crispy mushrooms from Bon Appetit. One of the best recipes I've ever made in my home kitchen.
Yeah.
It was so fast, so easy, so delicious. You like mushrooms. You love them.
I love mushrooms.
Yeah.
They're great.
This was cheesy.
Okay.
Mushroomy.
Cheese delicious.
Yes.
Oh, we go with cheesy sensation.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good recipe.
This impression of our dear friend.
I wish, God, can we
Dang It's
please
Wayne.
befriend Dang It's Wayne?
Oh, he's a delight.
He's a delight.
Anyway, I will repost that recipe for any listeners who might be interested. It was quick, it was easy, it was sure delicious. Everyone in the family loved it, even Hope, and she doesn't even like mushrooms. So
It's surprising that Hope doesn't like mushrooms. She seems like she just eats everything. She's like a good eater.
she's a great eater, healthy eater. Her favorite foods are avocados
Yeah.
and blueberries. Superfoods, both.
Man, I hadn't had
I
a
know.
blueberry in a
You
long
wouldn't stop
time.
talking about the blueberries.
Have
Why don't you marry him?
okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You went back in the 90s and now you're as if you went to hang out with your gal pals.
Seriously.
And now you're you smooth move, X-Lax. Here we are. Just
You did. You kept going back for more.
you opened this podcast up with A and B conversations, see your way out.
Yeah.
You just hit me with why don't you marry it? I can't
This
wait.
is where I live now.
I can't wait till you tell me to talk to the hand, and I'm going to be super excited about it.
Okay, I'm going to say it. We have a new Scripps Spelling Bee champion. Did you see that?
No.
Wait, last Thursday night, 14-year-old 8th grader from Florida, Dev Shaw, was named the champ. I'm going to ask you to
Shaw.
spell the word.
Dev. Shaw.
Shaw Dev.
Spell the word. Oh, this is a fun activity, and I don't like it, but it's fun. It's good programming,
Yeah.
but I'm nervous.
It's okay. You should be. So there, after 14 rounds,
Yeah.
okay, he was given this word. He
Okay.
asked for its information. So its definition, its part of speech, orthography, and he asked them to use it in a sentence.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to do that for you.
Well,
I'm just going to give you the word.
that's okay.
The word is samophile. It's a plant or animal that prefers or thrives in sandy areas.
I thought it was a person who's really into dudes named Sam.
Oh, it's not it.
Okay.
It's a good assumption, though.
Well, what's the language of origin?
I'm not sure.
Because it's all Greek to me.
That's right.
Samophile.
Okay.
That's what they always do. And they pull up their name tag and they write with their fingies on the back of it. They look up and they look down.
Took him 45 seconds, apparently.
Samophile.
Okay.
S.
Wrong. It's Psammopphile. Samophile. So.
You let them finish, though. They're just kids.
They're 8th graders. How dare you?
Listen, I haven't watched a Scripp spelling bee since the girl who spelled U and M.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh, my gosh.
She screamed every letter because she was certain she was going to get it.
Yep.
What if she would have missed a letter? How dumb would she have looked? She'd have looked like a real samophile.
She's a
Am
child.
I using that right?
No.
She's not a child anymore.
Well.
She's a grown adult and she just walks around screaming the letters to you and him in people's faces so that they remember her 15 minutes of fame.
Well, Dev was real serious about this. He studied for 3 years for this particular bee. His mom said, according to Mom, he studied 10 hours every day. So I'm real glad he won.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot of buildup.
He beat out 228 people to become the champ. And listen to this, okay? I didn't know this about the Scripps.
I love that they show it on ESPN, the sports network. It's amazing.
The competition has become more difficult in the last 2 years as its organizers have added new rules to challenge the spellers to avoid a repeat of 2019.
What happened? Intrigue?
Which ended with an 8-way tie after 4 hours that exhausted the bees' list of challenging words.
And they just couldn't. Oh, they went through it all.
Yeah.
Give them all a
Medal.
ribbon.
Scholarship.
Give them all a scholarship.
Divide the scholarship 8 ways? That's not
I'm going to
great.
college for spelling. Lost art.
No, that's from the New York Times article. But anyway, they've made it more challenging. They've added some vocab rounds,
See, I don't like that.
kinds of stuff.
I don't like that. And here's why.
Why?
Because the UNM girl, she now, her whole situation is an asterisk.
Yeah.
Anybody who won it before these new rules and regulations, they couldn't hack it in today's Scripps.
These Scripps is for real.
These Scripps is for we out here in these Scripps. You're going to come up in here and talk. What, you didn't have a vocab round? You and them? What, all you guys? Oh, you and them? Y'all didn't have a vocab round? You and them didn't? Listen up. Pip, pip, Scrippy, Scripp. You want to come up in here? The word is.
You can't script to this.
The word
That was
is
dumb.
bussin'. Can I have the language?
There's a slang round.
Can I have the language of origin? Yes. Stupid American. That's what it is.
Stupid American youth.
Stupid American youth? Okay. Can you use it in a sentence? No. No, I can't.
It's really hard to do.
These scripts is bussin'. For real. Okay.
Okay, we talked about this in a previous episode. Both of us participated in spelling bees. The word I got out in...
I just want these kids
to know.
coming on stage to, I put my hand up on your hip. When I script, you script, we script. That would be amazing.
Amazing.
90s. Another 90s reference.
Mm-hmm. This is where we live now. And where we should all live, honestly.
I agree.
The 2020s have not been great to us in general.
Yeah, I mean...
Good things have happened, but in general...
Some big swinging and misses in the 2020s. Mm-hmm. You know?
We got time to turn it around, though.
Yeah, we're only 3 in.
Yeah.
They had us in the first half. The
2020s are winning.
The 2020s had us down in the first half, but then we're going to make some coaching adjustments. We're going to come out of the locker room guns blazing. We're going into 2030 slightly less bad than we were going into 2020. That's the best we can hope for. just a post 2020 post decade press conference. Yeah, I know they had us in the first half. I'll give them that.
We had a lot of injury.
we had, we were down and out. We were down and out. But then in 2025, we got the biggest pep talk you've ever heard. We need it.
We need it.
We need it. We need a Ted Lasso style.
Yeah. Coach us out of these 2020s, Ted.
It's true.
So the word I got out on in second grade, as I've shared with you, was science.
P-S-Y.
Wrong.
Science.
Okay. What was the word you got out on?
It was asparagus.
Okay.
K?
Well, that's better than science. It's a soft...
You have a
C.
Yeah, the soft C can be a
Throws, yeah.
curveball.
Well, let me tell you the one I remember studying for the all school B, which I did get to participate in. I believe it was in third grade. The word that kept getting me was ancient.
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 Yeah.
I before E, except after C. Not in ancient.
Yeah, but that's the secret. It's an ancient secret.
It's an ancient secret.
That's how I remember it. It's a mnemonic device.
The ancient Scripp secret.
Scripp.
And so I made up a song. I remember.
Are you going to sing it?
Because I told you Harry B gave me mnemonic devices to help me study, and I couldn't think of one. This isn't really a mnemonic device, but it was a study device. A-N-C-I-E-N-T, ancient is the word for me. I still remember it. A-N-C-I-E-N-T.
It's amazing that you remember it with those complicated lyrics.
Mm-hmm. Third grade. That's this memory.
No, listen, I'm impressed.
Like a steel trap.
You remember the dumb stuff like
really
I do,
do.
kind of. Mom sent a video of you doing your palm dances from high school in the high school gymnasium 2 days ago or yesterday or whenever it was.
I was going to talk about that on the next episode, but I sure did. I stood in the middle of
You remembered it?
I did.
I was impressed.
Of our old gym.
I was in a
show.
in a showing for work, and I opened it full volume.
Of me out of breath
and
singing the school song.
Yeah, no, he didn't see it. He just thought that it was someone trying to roll a rock up a hill, or just someone on the last 100 yards of a marathon.
Question.
Yeah.
Did he make an offer on the property?
He said, if you stop what you're doing right now, I will buy this entire building.
Well, you're welcome.
Thanks. Rah, rah.
I should get a commission. I should get part of that commission. Okay, news from the world of fashion.
Oh.
Okay. You ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this? Listen, this is going to take us back to the 90s.
Yeah.
90s, early 2000s. I got news from a famous shopping website. I got an email this week that said this. Ashley, this is the summer to wear black and show your inner goth.
Go ahead.
So.
Was it from a Hot Topic?
No. But apparently this is goth summer, guys.
Hot Goth Summer. Hot Goth Summer might have to be the title.
I think it is. Time to buy a black corset, black leather corset.
Boys, get your jean coats. Girls, get your corsets. Get your black lip liner, eyeliner.
Listen to some Evanescence.
Hang out at the Gadzooks.
Yes.
It's Hot Goth Summer. Welcome to Gadzooks, home of Hot Goth Summer.
Listen, a lot of our listeners just graduated from high school.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean none of them do.
No.
But what were you wearing the summer of your graduation?
They're all busy at Señor Frogs right now. They're not listening to this trash.
Totally. Listen, I'm going to take my inspiration. What were you wearing from in the summer after you graduated? What would you have been wearing?
A cargo short.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. With just so much payload in it.
Yeah.
Just taking all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Cargo short.
Okay.
A Birkenstock sandal.
Sure.
Or a rope sandal, affectionately referred to as Jesus sandals.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. Do you want to know what stinks worse than anything in the world? A wet rope sandal. A sandal that's made of rope that you've gotten wet and then slobbed around your bacteria trap feet in all hot goth summer.
Sounds great.
It's growth. And I maybe like a gray t-shirt, or maybe like a silly t-shirt with something funny on it. Maybe
Like what?
The Nestle Quick Rabbit.
Okay.
A ringer tee with the Nestle Quick Rabbit.
Sure.
Maybe like a band shirt. Maybe like a fish shirt. I would wear a fish shirt.
Fish.
Some sort of maybe like a puka shell. Maybe like a puka shell. Long shaggy hair.
Let me ask you this.
And a smile a mile wide.
Sure.
Because I had no responsibilities. None.
Would you be wearing a thumb ring?
So that's a hotly debated topic now. Listen.
Sorry. Gross. I'm sorry. It's a cottonwood.
I don't want to say that I would be wearing a thumb ring. Now, whether I want to say it or not is not the issue. Now,
because you're not ashamed of any of these other garments.
No, that whole outfit I described is a full body thumb ring. Basically, is what it is. Now, I had a thumb ring at one point. Now, it was an ill-fitting thumb ring. Mm-hmm. I got it on my thumb, and I could not get it off. Mm-hmm. So I had a thumb ring on my swollen pregnant woman on an airplane thumb. Yeah. And it's descriptive. Yeah. And couldn't get it off. Been
there.
I've been pregnant on an airplane while trying to fit a thumb ring on. Mm-hmm. It's not a place you want to be. For the birds. And I couldn't get my thumb ring off. And one night I was up in my room and I pulled on it so hard and it ripped all the skin off the top of my thumb.
Oh, no.
And I swore then and there, as God is my witness, that I would never wear a thumb ring again. Now, the decision was not based on the fact that a thumb ring is gross on a dude.
Okay.
Sorry for any of you.
Because honestly, we haven't seen it. We don't know.
If we can be honest, though, if you are a dude in 2023 wearing a thumb ring, you owe us the apology and not the other way around.
I'm not going to go that far.
2 thumb rings down. To you, sir.
Okay. Well, it's a personal preference.
I made a decision to not wear a thumb ring anymore, not because of the fashion implications, but because I almost ripped my thumb off with my thumb ring.
Yeah.
So that's your answer.
Okay. I like that outfit. So long, shaggy hair at that point.
Yes, very long.
So when I graduated from high school, I went through a real overall phase.
I'm about to enter my overall phase. Really? I made the decision the other day. I'm going to get some overalls and wear them.
Do you know what? I had my phone open the other day to a prominent fashion site. Sponsor us, prominent fashion site. And
it's so weird that you're not listing the shopping site or the fashion site.
I know.
You got to pay for that sort of pub.
Well, we're almost a year into this pod. We've reached that level. Okay. You got to pay us to say your name now.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're Señor Frogs, and we'll talk about you.
We've said it all day long. Unless you're Leah's mom, and we'll say your name up one side and down the other.
But my thumb was hovering over some overalls the other day. Didn't pull the trigger.
If you were wearing a thumb ring, it might have been just heavy enough that it just dropped.
Honestly, fat
You were
thumb,
right.
heavy thumb purchases.
Heavy thumb make buy. Ancient Chinese proverb.
Yes.
Heavy thumb make buy.
That's right. So I would have been wearing some sort of like a strappy tank top with the overalls over them, messenger bag, a crossbody messenger bag,
Sure.
a side part beret,
Okay.
flip-flops.
This is a
And that
girl who
was
needs
me.
a chaperone.
And that was me.
This is a girl who wants a chaperone.
Yeah, that's what it is. Welcome to Hot Goth Summer.
Hot goth summer.
So good. Okay, how is your algorithm?
It's good. I've noticed the last couple of
always
weeks.
good.
Yeah, well, it is. But I've noticed the last couple of weeks that a lot of my contributions have just been the same people, and so
know.
I
Get
needed
it together.
I needed to actually comb through and pull out some stuff that has been making me chuckle.
Thank you
You're welcome.
for new content.
You're welcome. 2 thumb rings up. Listen. Here's the thing. Do you ever get ordinary people memes?
No,
Oh my gosh,
they're great.
they're just pictures of ordinary people,
Okay.
and then they just say things that ordinary people might say.
Okay.
Like one just says, "I may or may not have a crush on you," heh heh, and it's this lady's face. And then one is a guy that all it says is, "I love my new king bed with silk sheets," and it's this guy. And then my favorite from today was this guy, and it says, "Want to check out my throwing star collection?" And it's just those
Guys, we'll post all of these in our Friday How's Your Algorithm recap.
every day. Next, there's a little fellow named Lil Man J,
Sure.
who's a rapper.
Okay.
He's not great,
Okay.
but
Sponsor us.
he looks like this.
Sure.
And he's been all over my algorithm lately.
Is that a wig?
It is not. It is his hair, and he got it put in braids recently. You need to find the video of Lil Man J getting his braids because you've never seen a person's soul being pulled out through their hair follicles. His braids were the tightest things I've ever seen. And then the last thing, have you seen this guy? His name is Hearth Robert Hansen. I don't know. We'll find it. But he has been reviewing episodes of Seventh Heaven
Why?
because they ridiculous.
Oh, Lindsay sent me this. Yes.
To hear him break down the episodes of Seventh Heaven, it's amazing.
Yes. Like, how in the world was this a plot line
How?
for a family show?
How? Like it's unbelievable. I love it so much. So we'll link that. He's hilarious.
Honestly, that show, very problematic.
A lot of problems.
A lot of problems.
Oh, gosh.
Should we be surprised?
Are we about to?
No.
Was it the pulpits?
No.
Are we?
No. Pastor Ashley doesn't have the pulpits today about Seventh Heaven. Actually, I have him every day. But we're not going to.
Pastor Ashley doesn't have the pulpits today about Seventh Heaven. That I don't know that's going to topple Hot Goth Summer, but it's pretty good.
Second in the running.
Everything is second to Hot Goth Summer.
Henceforth. Excuse me, it's the cottonwood. Guys, if you don't have cottonwood where you are, count your blessings.
Count them.
I've never seen it this bad. It's like a snowstorm out here.
I've never seen the cottonwood this bad. Is such an ordinary people memes thing
It's true,
to say.
though. Am I wrong? It's awful.
The eye contact you just made with me.
It's so bad. And
Really?
I'm wearing my glasses.
You are.
Because I can't see. The cottonwood has me so congested. And I
How
listened to the last episode.
How congested?
Stop it. And I sniffed so much. I probably have in this one too. I sound very nasal. It's the cottonwood.
I don't think you've sniffed all that much in this episode.
Okay, that's good. Okay, my algorithm, I have a new guy named Evan.
Okay.
And the name of his thing is
Just Evan.
Just Evan. No, it's called Evan Grooms.
Okay.
And he's a horse groomer.
Sure.
But he makes funny videos, sometimes about grooming, sometimes he's dancing.
Okay.
Combines my love of horses with my love of dancing.
Listen,
Evan.
I bet this is going to be a weird thing to say because it's not a thing that I've ever really thought. I bet watching someone groom a horse is fascinating.
It is. I don't like when they pick out their hooves. A lot of gross
There's
stuff down
some doo-doo butter in there probably. It's probably gross.
Yeah.
But that comes with the territory, right? You sign up to groom a horse. You're going to have to get in some hoof poop. You're going to have to dig out some hoof poops. But I'll tell you what I do love.
What?
I love a horse's like coat. Would it be called a coat?
Yeah.
Their coat?
Yeah.
So luscious. Shiny.
Best.
Shiny.
I love a horse.
A horse on them good oats.
I love horses.
Crab apples and good oats.
So maybe you'll get Evan grooms now.
Do you know what I used to do in college whenever it was time to grow my hair out is I would exclusively use mane and tail shampoo
Mane and tail.
for horses, and I would drink pulpy OJ because I read somewhere that was good for hair growth. Now,
Really?
it's probably wildly inaccurate.
I've used mane and tail. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Sponsor us, mane and tail.
Sponsor us, Evan and mane and tail. I bet Evan's got an in with the mane and tail people.
I don't know. I haven't been following him for long enough, but I do like him a lot. I'm in the professional jump roping algorithm. Now, I shared this
Yeah.
in the roundup last Friday on Instagram. We received more.
Took a minute.
We received more comments and responses about that than we ever have about anything.
Man, how invalidating.
That's what
we
I'm
have
saying.
talked for an hour a week for a calendar year. We've talked for an hour. All we needed to do was post a stupid jump rope video that someone else made.
To get you talking to us.
What? How? Why?
Well, people were amazed at how fast it is.
The speed was impressive.
It's amazing.
The speed
Can't
was
even see
impressive.
the rope.
Can't even see the rope. Is there even one?
Is there even one?
It's a facade.
That's
it's
my
a
question.
farce. We've been led astray by
Maybe
the
what we need to do.
jump rope complex.
Maybe what we need to do is just like jump, and act like we're twirling one. People will be talking about
To be
us.
honest, even to do it without a rope seems so exhausting. The amount of jumping they're doing is too much.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm a jump when I like as a jump roper. If I try to go like just one unders, I'm hitting my ankle trip one or two. I'm the double bounce in between guy.
Okay. I'm a pretty good jump roper. When we used to do jump rope for heart, real good.
J'accuse. Challenge issued.
Okay.
I need to see you jump rope.
I'm pretty good.
I cannot imagine.
I am.
Okay.
Honestly. Do you know what I can do? I can jump. I can
You
twist
can
it.
make noises with your mouth?
Okay. I can swing that puppy around 3 times before my feet hit the ground.
I bet. No, you can't. You can't.
100% can.
Prove it. Prove it. No,
Do you
you
have
can't.
a jump rope?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Whip. I wish I had one in my pocket.
We're going to find a jump rope and I'm going to show you. I hope he has one. I'll show you.
I can't wait.
She was amazed the other day
Tune in next week
by my jump rope skills.
when Ashley's recording in a walking boot.
Catch me in a boot.
I sounded nasally last week, and now I sound like I have a broken ankle.
Anyway, another person in my algorithm is Brunch with Babs. Do you know about Babs?
No, but I love it already.
She has a large following. She's always given life hacks and home tips. The latest one is cleaning your grilling tips.
'Kay.
Brunch with Babs.
What'd she say?
She talked about using a lemon, I believe, to clean your
Okay.
grill. Not using a wire grill brush
Don't do it.
because those can come off and get in your food.
Yeah, no, don't need it. Here's the thing. My grill grate is so rusted out. You can't use my grill is unusable. So
That's a shame.
take a hike, Babs. I just need to get a new one. You know what I want is one of those flat tops.
We've talked about that.
Yeah, I want one.
Okay.
Make fajitas.
Happy Father's Day.
Grill up some chimneys.
to you.
Chimichangas.
And only ate half. There's one other thing in my algorithm that made me smile, and I knew you would love it. It was someone who created graphics if Harry Potter were directed by Wes Anderson.
Love
Have
it.
you seen it?
Love it. Yes.
It's so good.
It is so
accurate.
visually satisfying and accurate.
Because Wes Anderson has such a quirky, colorful, graphic.
Maybe you've heard of him.
Maybe you've heard of him, guys.
Maybe you haven't. Maybe someone in the world has heard of Cold Hands, Warm Hearts, but not Wes Anderson.
Right.
If that's the case, we've done it.
We've done it.
We've done it.
The Venn diagrams have intersected. Now.
We've been circling each other for a year, Wes. Come on the show. Come on the show, pal.
So what you been watching, reading, or listening to, B?
Teen Wolf.
I saw you post a thing about that the other day. Why? Just 'cause, why not?
My question is why you have not been watching Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf And then, because we started trying to get Ben to watch like 80s movies and started Turner and Hooch.
Oh.
And then went on to Teen Wolf.
Okay.
And then back-to-back days, Wayne's World 1, Wayne's World 2.
Ooh. What do you think of those?
What did he think? He thought they looked and sounded a lot like his Zelda video game.
Okay.
Because that's what he did the whole time.
Oh, he wasn't in it.
No, but I was. And I don't know what 80s movie I'm going to watch today, but I've been enjoying that immensely.
Yeah, it's delightful.
80s, I guess Wayne's World are 90s movies, but 80s, 90s. Here we are. Still in the 90s.
Still in the 90s. It's where we live now.
God, do you remember I Love the 90s and I Love the 80s on VH1? Loved those so much. Anyway, what about you?
So good. Oh, the nostalgia. So Hopi, Crindy, and I saw the new Little Mermaid this week.
Yeah.
Guys, run to see it.
With your, what do you call them? Feet.
Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. So I realized that the original Little Mermaid came out when I was exactly Hope's age.
Oh.
Exactly. And it was my favorite Disney movie for
a good one.
many, many years.
That's a classic.
And so she has seen that one, obviously, and liked it. She was mesmerized by this. And the girl who plays the Little Mermaid, stunning.
She seems great.
Oh, her voice, everything about her. She's flawless.
She's kind of out of nowhere, isn't she? Is she like just a youth, like an introducing so-and-so?
That's
and
my
isn't her name
understanding.
Halle Berry?
It's Halle, look that up,
I think it's
producer.
Berry.
It's Halle. But she was so beautiful. Guys, I wept in this movie. That comes as no shock to those of you who know me and who listen. But it was visually stunning. The music was fantastic. They stayed true to the original with a few changes, but it freshened the story in a really special way. Melissa McCarthy as Ursula. Hello. David Diggs as Sebastian.
Thank you, producer. Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey.
Okay.
I was about to say, because I thought I heard someone say Halle Berry the other day. I was like, first off, you can only have one Halle Berry in SAG. You can't have two of them. That's why Michael J. Fox is Michael J. Fox, because there was a Michael Fox and he just used an additional to make himself Michael J.
Oh, in the Actors Guild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can't have two of the same name.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
You learn something new every day.
Anyways, yes, Little Mermaid.
It was so good, guys.
Here's my question.
Run, don't walk.
Very important question.
Okay.
Is Les Poissons in it?
Okay, and I knew you would take issue with this. Mm-hmm. I don't want to spoil, but it's not. It's the only song that is.
I don't want to spoil, but here comes the spoiler.
But it's not.
That sucks.
I know.
You've ruined it.
And I knew you'd be disappointed about that, but honestly, the movie is very long. It's over 2 hours.
That's like
without it.
Let's just go watch the remake of The Sixth Sense where Bruce Willis isn't a ghost the whole time.
You just spoiled that big time.
No,
that's the major spoiler.
That's a misdirect. The guy in the hairpiece,
right?
That's Bruce Willis the whole time.
Sure,
I wish that was my joke. It's from It's Always Sunny. I wish that was my joke because it's so funny.
It's really good. You've told it before on the pod. Anyway.
Nothing new under the sun. I'm a profoundly unoriginal individual.
Well, that's not true.
Hot Goth Summer.
I know. Anyway, guys.
Snow cones and self-loathing. Hot Goth Summer. Come on down. Come on down to the pool where you certainly won't take off your big, like Wednesday Addams style swimsuit. Bring
your 19th century bathing costume.
Black and white striped bathing costume with bat water wings. Here we go. Hot Goth Summer. Who's ready to get sunburned? Who's ready to roast? All the goths are. Ooh, goths are out tonight.
Okay. Another thing we've been doing is having an Indiana Jones Fest to prepare for the new one, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which releases on June 30th.
I bet it's terrible. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was a big old hunk of poop.
Great.
Poop.
It was a departure in a way that wasn't good.
Yeah, ghosts. Dead the whole time.
Aliens.
Nuclear explosion saved by a refrigerator.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
And frankly, you know, they took a lot of license with a very beloved character.
They did.
Too much. Let it go.
Agree.
Let it go.
Agree.
But here you are.
Well, we love the earlies.
The earlies are good.
And we're looking forward to this one. We'll see. But like you, I have low expectations.
Well, that's always good.
Here's the description of it. Archaeologist Indiana Jones races against time to retrieve a legendary artifact that can change the course of history. Isn't that the...
That's every one of them. That's every single one of them.
It really is. Okay, real quick, I want to tell our listeners about these podcasts I've been listening to while organizing. The first one, guys, is called Scamanda. Scamanda. About a woman named Amanda Riley from San Jose, California. Just a mom, just a housewife who scammed people out of hundreds of thousands of dollars by pretending to have cancer.
Oof.
For years.
Yikes.
It is something. There's another one called Your Own Backyard. I've told you I'm into true crime now. It's gotten dark. Hot Goth Summer. Your Own Backyard, a documentary podcast investigating the 1996 disappearance of Cal Poly student Kristen Smart. This one is so well done, guys. Oof, it's gotten dark for me.
Okay. People love murdery things. They love it.
I don't know.
We should talk about murder more. Maybe some of you guys would share it with your friends.
If we talked about murder?
You'd sit and eat your birthday cake for Susan and listen to us talk about murders.
Is that what we should do for our year? Is that the special thing we should do for our year?
A murder podcast?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I have nightmares.
Okay.
I'm afraid of the dark.
Okay. On that note, what's your warm heart?
I don't know. You know what? Here's one. I'm just literally off the top of my head. You know what I love is I love just summertime when like the dog is like there. He's so happy because people are around all the time, and it's just like my dog's been kind of a source of warm, hearty joy
Leo.
lately. There you go. How about that?
Sweet.
That just came out of nowhere.
Well, then you know it's for reals. It wasn't pre-calculated.
What's yours?
Mine was this reunion, seeing these gals with whom I shared 4 years of my life. And,
always. The big climax of the show is always Ashley has a real one. And I'm like, my dog.
Your dog. My dog's been my warm heart before. Dogs are warm-blooded creatures too.
Listen.
Anyway, the reunion, it was great. Shout out to the Beta Zeta Thetas from 1990s.
Shout out to the Beta Zeta Thetas, the most partying bunch ever. Y'all want to go to Señor Frogs? Get my mom on the phone and let's party.
Happy Hot Goth Summer, gals.
Happy Hot Goth Summer, guys. SPF 80. Hey, guys, thanks for tuning in to Cold Hands Warm Hearts. You heard it here first. Hot Goth Summer. Bye.